Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Evil Genius 1 with the World Domination Mod. In the last episode, we finished setting up our base here on Island 2. There's still a little bit more to do. Our unbelievably too large lab still needs to be set up with all of its machines, but that'll come later. We also can't afford every machine that we can build, so we need to start going out to the world stage and doing a little bit of work. Kind of getting back into the swing of things. And now that we're on Island 2, I don't care about taking all the loot everywhere. I think... Ooh, Smash has a little bit of heat on me. Our people must have gotten a little rambunctious with some of the investigators who came to the island. Well, that's fine. Let's go after this. I need 5 workers, 5 techies. And also, getting back to work, I'm thinking ahead. Maybe I should try to 100% run this run, especially since it is... I'm aiming for it to be the last one I do on YouTube. The last Evil Genius 1 run, I want to clarify that. Scared a couple people with that trailer I posted, saying that this was my last YouTube run. I meant my last YouTube run of Evil Genius 1. I'm not going anywhere. I've been at this job. Who's stealing what now? From where? Wait a minute. All of my loot is here. There shouldn't be anyone stealing anything from anywhere. Oh, that jackass. Okay, well, let's see if he trips the traps. Oh, he's not going to have a chance to. Yeah, he got caught up before he's able to do anything. Yep, that was simple enough. Thank you. He stole my Eiffel Tower, that bitch. Okay. Oh, I was looking around the base between episodes as well and thinking this would be a good nothing room to waste a little bit of time for my enemies. So that's what I'm going to set this up for. If I can frickin' see what I'm doing here. There we go. So this room will not be connected to the main one. We're just going to put a string of corridors, some traps, and other ways we can kind of waste the time of the enemy. This is actually... Man, this has more room than I thought it did. So we can kind of make a loop here? Yeah, and... Yeah. I'll play around with this a little bit. And meanwhile, I'll run that mission once we get everyone over there. It's kind of a waste of power, but we've got power coming in, and we have plenty more room in the base. I can always add power if I need to. This base is shaping up pretty well. My lab is too large, but I don't care. We're having too many enemy agents getting a little too close to my training room, so we keep having incidents of my Uber loot getting stolen. I mean, this is fine-ish. I just need to either move these back, or I need to set some traps or something so I can hear that they're coming a little sooner than they are. I mean, I activated... Or I've got a trap here, but maybe we've just got a little too much movement over here. The other problem with a large base is when we do steal something like that astronaut spacesuit I just got, you don't always know where it is. Luckily this one's over here, but sometimes I wish you had a little bit more control over where your loot goes. Like if Evil Genius had something like default loot location, something like that. I mean, obviously the mod maker can't do anything about that. That's going to be kind of a hard-coded thing, but, you know, I'm just saying. If Evil Genius was a perfect game, or they could somehow go back in time and have me help design it, that would be one of the things I would ask for. The only thing I don't like about unconnected nothing rooms is if soldiers arrive, they will shoot everything and set things on fire in those rooms, and your valets will still try to put it out, which can endanger them. I've had situations before where I have created a nothing room like this. Soldiers come in, set a trap on fire, which sets more traps on fire, which sets more traps on fire. They take damage, and one of the rules is once a soldier takes damage, they will open fire on any of your minions immediately. So all of my valets grabbed fire extinguishers and ran directly into the heart of all of those soldiers and got obliterated as a result. Which is pretty rough when you have vanilla population caps of only 100 people. Are those thieves? No, they're saboteurs. They shouldn't get deep enough in the base for it to matter that they are here. Because I don't think they normally attack traps. And yeah, as you can see here, I'm moving the loot a little deeper into the base. We're going to try to put it toward the back rooms, which should be fine. I don't think our people really need it most of the time. And I don't really care if not all object hotspots are accessible. Because we don't usually have such sweeping rooms. Don't like this. Let's move Spaceman Spiff over here instead. I mean, having 3 of the 4 hotspots should be good enough. Yeah, we'll just have a hallway of loot. And then that way, even if thieves get there, they're going to have very few options. Kind of sucks that I'm not going to be in a position to really use the loot as it's intended, but I don't think it'll matter because we have so many good objects up here to recover health and intelligence and stuff. Plus, Adam himself can get everyone's stats up. It won't matter. Okay, so they didn't... Oh! Yay! I caught more of my people in that than I caught the enemy, but that's okay. The other thing I wish the game had was the ability to just manually activate a trap. It would make traps too OP, but it would still be a lot of fun. And I don't think that did a lot of damage to these guys. That's actually not horrible, given the fact that they just kind of got pushed around a little bit. Uh-oh. Maybe I spread this out a little too much. I'm not getting the combo I normally would get, and they're not getting caught up on the fire trap, apparently. Even though they're being blown through the flamethrower, it's not counting for some reason. I'm not sure why. Oh, hello, saboteurs. You guys realize if you enter this room, your lives are forfeit, right? Because everyone is there, and Ivan is going to be upset and will just immediately shoot a rocket launcher in your face. Do you really want that to happen to you? I guess they do. Alright, well then. Go for it, Ivan. Good boy. I mean, you set my desk on fire, but that's probably fine as well. Hopefully the valets get on that. Aw, they also set the vending machine on fire. Hopefully that's not the one that's got Bark's red cream soda. Ah, the first soldiers have shown up to the island. Well, that's okay. There's only 3 of them, and they are poor quality. Hammer. I don't even recall when I saw anyone from Hammer get here. Ooh, and we're running short on minions. I don't know when that happened either. I'm gonna need to start getting some cash. Well, I've sent 14 mercenaries to the world stage in 2 regions. One here in the Middle East, one here in Southeast Anvil, and one here in Europe to start getting me money. It's going to spike our heat in those 2 regions, but it won't be a huge deal. I think we'll be alright. Also sending 3 guys here for plotting. We need money. After that, I can start stealing stuff again. If there had been merchandising opportunities with Evil Genius, I don't like collector's editions. I don't generally pay more than for the base experience of a game. But I absolutely would have bought toys for this game. I would love to have a little toy, even if it's like just a paper, what do they call it, papercraft toy of the helicopters. They're adorable. I just want one. There we go. With everyone in place, we're now earning $16,000 per minute, and we didn't spike the heat too badly. This is why I said in an earlier episode, if you need to get money in this game, spread your heat out. It wouldn't have mattered if I had put 14 mercenaries in the same region. We would have been collecting the same amount of money. But by spreading them out 7 and 7 instead of just 14, I'm not risking myself having 1,000 Saber soldiers show up at my base. Looks like we're also plotting enough to get some mercenary scientists to show up, but I'm not too concerned about the MSQ at the moment. I want to get enough money to be able to buy all of my research machines. Then I will worry about dealing with the MSQ. Ah, now the soldiers are on their way. They're finally in the main base. Oh, there's 4 of them. I missed one somewhere. None of my guys are visibly armed, though. I have not activated yellow alert. They may get a little pissed off once they get into the trap room. Even my acid room has no bodies in it. I could really destroy that at this point. But, well, you know what? Let's get rid of the racks, but not the room. That'll allow them to waste their time a little bit. It gives them one more door that they have to get through. And see, even now they're trying to get into one of my safe rooms. I don't know what's happening here or who tripped that, but it's fine. Yeah, I think I made this room too big. I needed to contract it a little bit because it's so large that the chain isn't actually happening. I don't even think any damage was done there. Alright, the soldiers are now heading into the trap room. So he managed to get out of the way of it. I am gaining infamy by hitting my own people with the chain. Okay, now they're after it. And now that's gonna piss them off. Okay. I mean, I've got this under control, but that is the reason why the trap system doesn't always want to work. And now there's a door on fire. They are going to score some kills since we aren't armed. Who do you think you're hiding from, sir? I mean, I understand the concept of taking cover, but when there's 3 dudes punching you in the face, keeping cover is probably not where your priority should be. Wow, I've got some exceptional agents here. I don't even know what these guys are doing, but they are just obliterating my people. Yeah, I got number 2 on the case now. Wow, it's taking multiple rounds from her weapon to take them out. And she was still barely touched. I've decided to give myself a small compromise so I don't have to keep toggling the closet. We're going to leave Red Ivan in the closet because he's the one I need to worry about. But the other henchmen can just wander around as they want to. Meanwhile, I'm going to have to rethink this ring trap. We are slowed down yet again by the agents of justice, but not for reasons that you would normally associate with that situation. The problem is a lot of my mercenaries are dying on the world stage, so we're having to train more and more up, and unfortunately, even though we're trying to train as many up as we can, the mercenaries we have are getting tired. I've repositioned myself over here to try to help with that situation, but it's just taking a while. Things get the most expensive for my base when I change my mind on a layout. And that is where we're up to right now. We're kind of out of guards. Not kind of. We are out of guards. So I'm going to move these, the spinny training devices over here and move the guard training devices over here. But I need to delete them first so I can. And the reason I'm doing that is so when I position myself over here, I get to buff everybody who's getting trained all at once, because especially with the way I play, we're going to go through military minions faster than anyone else. And you can see here we're short 6 mercenaries and 15 guards. We're basically short all of our guards other than the ones who are currently training to become mercenaries. So I'm going to have to move everything over in order to keep them centralized so I can keep buffing them. That way we can get them trained faster than any other possible way. I think I may also have to up our training count for soldiers because we're going through so many. Yeah, that small change has already done a lot for our recruiting. It's only been a few minutes, but we already have 10 guards, 28 mercenaries, more getting trained. It's working out really well. So I would definitely say, if you play this on your own, especially vanilla, a good strategy is to just make sure you're getting the attention and loyalty up of your minions who are training. I would say this would be the main place that you would want to keep your personal evil genius to make sure that they stay up, but you could even flank it with loot as long as you're paying attention and you make sure that the loot doesn't get stolen, which has been my main problem. By moving everything more to the back, we have been keeping most of the thieves at bay now. We're just still very low on money to finish doing what we need to do here in the control room, and we have a lot of money to go to get the laboratory up. In vanilla, it normally takes me about $12 million total to do everything I need to do. That number has held extremely consistent since I've started playing this game on my own. Since I got decent at the game. Not my first run or anything, but certainly all the runs that we've done here on YouTube, it's been about $12 million that we used to finish the game. Right now we're sitting at 7.4 million. And there's still plenty of objects that we need to buy eventually, just objects that are story-based or whatever, things that haven't been unlocked yet, that kind of thing. Are you running? Looking to escape. Okay, well you have a shred of heat, so let's, yeah. Uh-oh, we've got soldiers who are here. Well, the butcher is right here, so let's just do this. I mean, you're gonna have to attack a little bit, Butcher. You can't just stand there absorbing bullets. Wow, that was quick. Good job, everybody. Once again, the jank of Evil Genius 1 just makes me so happy. We have a man here wearing a chef's hat on top of his fedora. There are no words. It would just be a great thumbnail if that's how I made thumbnails. Rodney Hera is a true visionary when it comes to fashion, and I kind of hope he doesn't run off to do a mission. I guess he wouldn't. We don't have any Spin Doctor missions, but right now I'm getting way too many dudes getting caught up in my smart trap. So I'm going to intelligently make my way over here to try to get my people to get their wits about them. Hopefully they can keep their wits about them with my glorious New Age fashion myself, and they can keep their minds on business. Okay, I've ordered my first AI supercomputer. That's the first piece of the really advanced... That's fine. The really advanced research gear. So while we're saving up for the rest, I can run some missions, at least in different parts of the world. At least anything where we can get something that isn't going to piss off one of the two regions I'm already upsetting. Let's go after Sheiking the Rug. 2 workers, 4 guards, 2 valets. 2 workers, 4 guards, 2 valets, 3 scientists. That should be enough for that one. And Hammer also... Man, I got nothing going on in Hammer. I'm going to send 5 scientists over to the Eastern Bloc so they can actually... This is going to... Never mind. I was going to do it in each region, but I think I'm going to not do that. Anyway, there's a lot of missions over in the Eastern Bloc, and I have nothing there, so we may as well send some people there to start getting some acts of infamy ready. Also, I mentioned earlier that I wasn't going to do a 100% run of this necessarily, but I'm me, this is Evil Genius, and now I'm wearing 2 evil hats. So really, I would be betraying myself if I didn't go for a 100% run, or at least as close to it as we can. So we're going to get all the acts of infamy. We're going to start small, as we always do, and I need to keep lots of people out in the world so we can continue to get money, because this is just ridiculous. Boy, I love watching the henchmen team up to a threat. Well, we may as well set this person to die too, whoever they were, just to get him out of here. An inadvertent rocket to the face is a death sentence. I think I'm to the point where I'm just going to have to push forward with the MSQ because I don't think we're notorious enough to get all the missions that I need. I got nothing still going on in the Eastern Bloc. We're just not getting anywhere. I do have the order for the AI supercomputer, as I said, but it's taking a long time to get delivered. It's not that I don't have the patience. Oh, finally, okay, someone else apparently got it? Sure, whatever, thank you, Techie. And so we're just going to have to do some more work, because otherwise we're not going to get any missions. And also, I don't think... Oh no, the Mariana Mamba kill objective is available. Well, that's good. We just don't have an infirmary chair researched yet. I don't remember what I need to make that happen, but we have everything else at the moment, so it shouldn't take us too long to get that. I may have to quickly look up that specific combination. There's our heavy-duty loudspeaker. I thought I've built one of everything. Maybe I haven't. Maybe there is something that I still have not built that needs to be built so we can get that going, but whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What does matter is that we are well on our way to getting enough money to continue our plans. Oh, they destroyed my traps. You dicks! Alright, I'll take care of that in a time skip. Ah, Chan. In the meantime, I guess let's go kidnap a mercenary scientist. 5 workers, 2 valets, 2 spinnies. Alright, I looked it up real quick, and what I need to do to get the infirmary chair is I first need this, the centrifuge laser mirror thing, whatever it is. So we're going to get that. I'm putting a high priority on that, because the sooner you get the super agents off the field, the better everything is. It was really hard to look at myself in the face cam preview with my glorious fashion going on, but I'm gonna muscle through. Oh good, we finally have a mission over here. One that I don't need to run yet. There is about to be a massive firefight near the front of my base. I'm gonna kind of hold position for now because they're getting caught up in my smarts trap, which is the best thing that I could possibly have them do. My own people are confused, so this trap will constantly be activated, which is what I want. We want this to just be an endless cycle, and this is why I don't mind the design of this trap. Because even though my own people get caught up in it so much, if we can keep the guards very confused, as they are... Yeah, now my own people can come in and sort of fix it. And in order for us to sort of clear this out, I can put myself near there to make sure my own people don't get caught up in this too much. I can also, for now, just disable the trap long enough for our valets to kind of get everybody organized here and escort the soldiers out of the building. I mean, they may come back. We may have to do this again, but that was a good trap. That keeps them delayed. Oh, here comes some more soldiers. Let's hook the trap back up. Yeah, we just need to waste their time. Now, these guys in white, they're here to murder the mercenary scientist I just recruited. I can't remember how many waves of these assassins there are, but they keep coming for a while. And that leads me to what I need. There we go. So now we should be able to be one step closer to get the infirmary chair, which we need to eliminate Mariana Mamba permanently. The only problem with my current strategy right now is I'm being a little too aggressive. I keep losing more people than I'm gaining. Even hiring them every 20 seconds, I'm losing more people than I can keep. Part of that is because I am just sending people to die, and other times just sending everyone into the gaping maw of soldiers who are wandering around. Although these guys have been really kept in check. Oh, they're heading back to HQ! That was fantastic then. Just confusing them long enough to get them out of here has been great for us. Alright, so... Man... Oh, these guys need to go. These guys need to go, because they've seen a little too much. Things are going well. We've done enough work that we can get another henchman, and I'm going after Jubei because his teleporting ability is just the best. We've also got the damned damsel trap. It's not what I need, man. I need an infirmary chair. Come on, scientists, get on it. Man, it is taking an exceptionally long amount of time for my guys to purchase things and put them in the base. I've been sitting on the... Oh, it finally got built after a good 20 minutes of me just waiting around. It probably doesn't help that there are so many enemy agents on the field because we just keep our heat high perpetually now, since we're out here in the world doing things. And, ooh, good thing I saw that happen, you dicks. And also, with the unoptimized paths to get from the base to the money, to out of the base, to the depot multiple times to purchase items, it's just not good for us. I really should have put the entrances toward this side, or at least one toward this side, so my people could get out with the briefcase. Now it's too late. I mean, I could do that anyway. I could stick an entrance here on the lab, but that would just be terrible and would encourage everyone to come in and start beating the crap out of me. So I'm just going to have to roll with this. It's not a big deal for you. It's just a lot of wasted time for me. But that's what I'm paid for, right? Wasting my own time? That doesn't sound right. But what does sound right is I need to end the episode because I am out of time for this one. When we come back next time, I should have more objects, and we've got the multimedia educational zone, which I think also leads to the infirmary chair one way or another, so we're one step closer to dealing with Mariana Mamba also. Kind of want to take care of that before too much longer, because what we don't want to have is too many super agents on the island at the same time. That's when we get into trouble. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow for another episode. I tip my cap to you, and also my other cap to you. Boy, I hope Eduardo is doing... What's his name? Ricky? Whatever, the guy who invented this fashion. I hope he's doing well and isn't dead somewhere, like this burglar is about to be.